Jailed Tanzanian and Ugandan opposition leaders Tundu Lissu and Kizza Besigye have been recognized as champions of democracy in Africa by the Democracy Union of Africa Conference 2025. Tundu Lissu's award comes as Tanzania heads to the polls on Wednesday amid growing criticism over the suppression of dissenting voices against President Samia Suluhu Hassan's government. KANU Chairperson Gideon Moi, Democratic Party Leader Justin Muturi, and former Ghanaian President Nana Akufo-Addo have urged African states to uphold democratic values and respect the will of the people. Melita Oletenges reports.
Regional politics in East Africa have seen increased pressure on opposition movements, with leaders such as Tundu Lissu of Tanzania and Kizza Besigye of Uganda facing arrests for challenging their respective regimes.
4 consecutive presidential elections.
Today, both leaders were honored at the Democracy Union of Africa Awards, receiving the inaugural Akufo-Addo Democracy Awards for their resilience in championing just and transparent electoral processes and for defending democratic space in their countries. Lissu's award was received on his behalf by Chadema Secretary General Deogratius Munishi, who read the imprisoned leader's acceptance speech.
In the past 6 months that have been held at this maximum security prison, charged with treason for calling for reforms of our rotten electoral system, Chadema has been slapped with a worldwide ban on political activity by a Samia-appointed High Court judge.
Former Ghanaian President Nana Akufo-Addo, after whom the awards are named, called on African nations to uphold democracy and reject authoritarian tendencies.
There are those who would rather have authoritarian rule because they claim Africa is underdeveloped and democracy is cumbersome and we need to get things done in a hurry. We still have some work to do to convince such people that we are all safer under democracies.
KANU Chairman Gideon Moi and Democratic Party Leader Justin Muturi echoed calls for the protection of democratic institutions, emphasizing respect for sovereignty and the rule of law.
Across the world, we are witnessing the rise of radical populism, that exploits division, the resurgence of extreme nationalism that thrives on fear, and the erosion of democratic values that once bound nations together.
Political parties must engage Africa's youth and women as active architects of policy, not passive beneficiaries.
Former President Akufo-Addo also condemned the recent wave of unconstitutional power takeovers witnessed across Africa. He paid tribute to the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga for his lifelong dedication to advancing democracy on the continent.
And I have no doubt that his remarkable footprints on Kenya's stability, democracy and history will remain indelible.
The late former President Daniel Arap Moi was also honored posthumously for his contributions to Africa's development. The award was received by his son and KANU Chairman Gideon Moi. Melita Oletenges, Citizen TV.